Giga Chikadze.
Chikadze versus Cub Swanson. Now, before this fight, you were saying, everyone was saying, Cub Swanson's going to get him. He's a veteran. He's tough as fucking nails. He's got an incredible skill set, highlight knockout. And you were saying to me, Giga's going to, Giga's going to Giga's going to get him.
His striking is very good.
Yeah, he did. And he probed that round. I wasn't expecting the first round him to just get that strong body kick.
Honestly, these Georgian fighters are no joke.
Yeah, these Georgian fighters.
Honestly, they're no joke. Him and we'll talk about Merab later, but as soon as I saw Merab versus Cody, I went, Merab's gonna win. He's just gonna dominate him, and that's exactly what happened. Now with Giga, he connected with his signature Giga kick, which is left leg kick
to the liver.
To the liver, yeah.
Which
and
he took a couple of seconds, stepped back, got down, and then Cub tried to grab his leg to cover up and all that, stay in fight, and then just walked over to him,
swarmed him,
and it's just there's not really too much to go on about that.
Well, when you crack someone's liver like that, there's not a whole lot you can do. And if anyone wants to actually see how the best liver kicks there are, you should go and watch Pancrase, and you should definitely see Bas Rutten and his liver shots. You can tell it's incredible. It's incredible pain. You could see instantly Cub there's always a pause in between the liver shot. They don't feel it until a couple seconds later. They have a drop of blood pressure, incredible pain, right? And they just curl up, and they're essentially incapacitated. That, like, when you hit someone's liver that hard, it's lights out, and you can't do much about it. And look, I already knew he was an incredible stand-up fighter, but he really took it to Cub very quickly. I believe that was within, it was close to a minute. It was within a minute and a half of the first round. Very, very impressive. And now that he's beating Cub, he's now called out for other people in the division, and I don't know who I would like to see Giga fight next. He's obviously, I would expect for Giga, and I would like this to happen, is he hasn't taken much damage. He's only had 1 or 2 minutes of octagon time. So
actually, he's fought 4 times. He fought 4 times last year.
No, I'm talking about his fight. It was within the first round and within the first minute and a half. So he's only had 1 or 2 minutes of octagon time this year, right? So I would like to see him fight someone else very quickly. I want a quick turnaround for him. I want him to fight within the next month or so.
Yeah,
I would like to see him again.
To do that. He fought 4 times last year.
Active fighter.
Yeah, very active fighter. He fought in October and he fought in November as well the next month. He literally fought in less than a month away. So he was pretty much double booked.
I could see him actually doing it in the future.
Yeah, and especially considering now he's 32 and in his prime, and he's got an extensive background in glory kickboxing. I can definitely see him getting a ranked opponent next, because none of his opponents he has fought recently are ranked.
They've all been unranked, yeah.
And ever since he's been in the UFC, he's been undefeated in the UFC. He's got a couple of losses from other organizations, but ever since he's been in the UFC, he's been undefeated. And not even that, but it's only now that he started putting opponents away. His first 3 fights in the UFC were all by decision. His last 2 are now all of a sudden been by his last 2 are now first round knockout / TKO.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's definitely building a little bit of hype around himself, and that's exactly what I believe is. I believe his manager is Ali Abdulaziz, and what I believe he's trying to do with Giga is he's trying to put him. If he can't get a ranked opponent, they're going to put up again an unranked opponent that has some form of hype, some form of a big name, and Cub's exactly like that. Most people will remember Cub Swanson as he was climbing through the featherweight rankings. Now,
I think he could be over for him now.
Look. He's been doing. It's difficult because he's been fighting for such a considerable amount of time, right? I'm not too sure when it comes with Cub if it's the end for him. I just know that what his manager, Ali Abdulaziz, has tried to do is put Giga up against someone in the division who is unranked but has a noteworthy name, And that's exactly what he's done. He's taken him very quickly out, build up a bit of hype, and this is exactly what they're looking for for Giga's next fight, is to put him against a ranked opponent. Now, I do need to check the rankings in order to know where I think we should put him, because the featherweight division has been a little bit funny, actually, recently.
Lightweight and featherweight are two of the most stacked and just absolute shock waters.
Probably one of my favorite divisions out there, for sure. Featherweight is just, it's a nice blend between dynamic and fast movement, and you can still see really good wrestling and jiu-jitsu and things like that. The pace is always very high. They can always push at a high pace. And it's just constant action when it comes to the featherweight and the lightweight division. What did you think of his performance?
Well, there's not really too much to say because he went down in the first round.
Oh, sorry, Cub was 15, so Giga's number 14.
Oh, okay. Maybe push him, whoever's fighting 11 for 12, or maybe try and push him into the top 10.
Well, 11's Bryce Mitchell and number 12's Edson Barboza. Edson Barboza versus Giga Chikadze would be insane.
But Edson Barboza's fighting Shane Burgos.
I know.
UFC fight, right?
That's what I'd love to still see that fight. I mean, Shane Burgos is a really good fight actually to watch.
Yeah.
That'd be insane as well.
Yeah.